Etymology and historical origin of the baby name Mollie. Mollie, like Molly, developed as a pet form of the English names Mary or Margaret, although today both Mollie and Mollie are independently given names in their own right. Mary is the anglicized version of the French Marie, from the Latin Maria, both of which are derived from the New Testament name Miriam, Hebrew, Miriam. We know that the ultimate origin of Mollie comes from Miriam, by way of Maria and Mary, but finding the etymological source of Miriam isn't so easy. There are varying opinions. The most common belief is that Miriam is derived from the Egyptian Mir, meaning beloved. Miriam, Moses' sister, from the Hebrew Bible, was born in Egypt, so this makes sense. As a derivative and diminutive of Margaret, which means pearl, then Mollie would come to mean little pearl. However, Mollie is more generally believed to have started as a pet form for Mary rather than Margaret. Mollie is the preferred spelling all throughout the English-speaking world, and is exceptionally popular everywhere. Mollie is a top 100 favorite in Northern Ireland and Scotland, and does moderately well in England and Australia, but everyone seems to be favoring Mollie with a Y rather than an IE. Mollie is definitely cutesier. American parents are sure to invent Mollie sooner or later. Sigh. Personality of the girl named Mollie. The 3 energy is powerful and enthusiastic. These personalities are cheerful, full of self-expression, and often quite emotional. They have an artistic flair and gift of gab that makes them natural entertainers. Their joyfulness bubbles over, and their infectious exuberance draws a crowd. The 3 personality is like a child, forever young and full of delight. They are charming, witty, and generally happy people. The 3 personality lives in the now and has a spontaneous nature. 3 seem to live with a bright and seemingly unbreakable aura that attracts others to them. In turn, they are deeply loyal and loving to their friends and family. Luck also has a tendency to favor number 3s. Popularity of the girl named Mollie. Mollie was actually more popular than Mollie at the turn of the 20th century, but the reverse is true today. In the late 19th century, Mollie was a top 100 favorite, but as we entered the 20th century, the name would start her long and steady decline down the popularity graph. By the early 1960s, Mollie even dropped off the top 1,000 list for a spell. Now that we're in the 21st century, the name is back to low-moderate levels of usage. Compared to Mollie, the more favorite of the 2 spellings, Mollie is leaps and bounds behind. Mollie is now in competition with Millie, another old-fashioned pet name, and the modern Miley. Whether you go with Mollie or Mollie, both spellings are universally familiar, so it really comes down to preference. Mollie is an upbeat and friendly name. It's a sweet and unpretentious choice. Quick facts on Mollie. Gender, girl. Origin, English. Number of syllables, 2. Ranking popularity, 710. Pronunciation, Molee. Simple meaning, beloved. Characteristics of Mollie. Social, creative, optimistic, popular, communicative, happy, dramatic. Cultural references to the baby name, Mollie. Literary characters of the baby name Mollie. Mollie is the refreshingly vain and shallow horse in George Orwell's famous 1945 allegorical novel, Animal Farm. While the other animals lobby for equal rights and animal supremacy, Miss Mollie prefers to spend her time primping and prettying up. Since this was the status quo when the human Mr. Jones ruled the farm, Mollie sees no reason why things should change. Why no Maine ribbons? Why no sugar cubes? Who cares about revolutions and politics? Mollie is, excuse the phrase, a foxy horse, being both sly and, well, foxy. She wastes no time in getting out of Dodge and into greener pastures, where there are humans in charge who know the score. Viva la anti-revolucion. Famous people named Mollie. Mollie Katzen, chef, culinary author. Mollie Steimer, Russian-American anarchist/activist. Mollie King, English singer-songwriter. Mollie Sugden, English actress. Mollie O'Brien, American musician. Mollie Hunter, Scottish writer.